Any producers, and you don't have to name names, but any producers that if they're on that session, you don't want to be there?
Oh, well, over time, it gets like that. Like, it's just mainly just a differences in styles, Some people's styles and the way they do things really jive with mine, and some people don't. And it's not that they're bad people or something, but it's just, sometimes it's not as fun to work with people like that when they have a totally different view of what good music is than what you do. What those guys are all looking for, including myself, and I'm talking about session players, somebody has to have the ball. That's what I always say.
Yes.
You're looking for who's got control. Like they'd have no trouble taking orders from people.
Right.
But if no one has the ball, then there's this sort of like, inevitably they'll just take over. Because like someone has to drive the train. I can't stand it when no one's in control.
Right.
I don't care if I'm the one in control, whatever. But if as long as somebody's in control, I'm happy. It doesn't have to be me.
Right.
But when I feel the ship is just floating at sea and no one is driving it, man, it's weird. I just at that point I step in. I'm just like, okay, guys, someone has to make certain decisions.
Yeah.
And, but some producers are like really hands on.
Sure.
I mean,
absolutely.
Like a guy like Dan Huff or something.
Yeah.
He's there for every note. If you're not giving him exactly what he wants, he could tell you exactly what he's looking for.
That's a producer.
Yeah, but there's also guys that are more like just cheerleaders.
Yeah.
And they could do great records.
Sure.
There's a lot of ways to produce a record. And I study producers, man. I love to watch all the different techniques that they all have.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me.